Oh, that piano's gorgeous. It's very pronounced.
Endurance and repulse of my impenetrable spirit, which earth and hell could not convulse, a mighty lesson they hear it.
Oh, it's loads are so nice. I like it. I love it even. Boy, what is that beat, man? That beat behind everything, what is that? Is that keyboards? One sec, man. Yeah, that's keyboard. Yeah, no reason. What is that? It's like all the way back here, all the way at the very left, man. That's so cool. I like that. It's so detailed. Like the music, so detailed, it's crazy.
Assign thy death sentence. There is no way back.
Interesting. Okay then. Damn. Like that. I think it was a keyboard. It sounded like a keyboard. Like a... I don't know what it was, but it sounded so sick, man. Like in that part of the mix where it was. Like it's very hard to tell where it is. Like you have to have probably very, 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 very good mixing headphones in order to put that in there. And obviously very good headphones to hear it too. But... damn, that was sick, mate. Damn, man. Okay. In the endurance and repulse of my impenetrable spirits, which earth and hell could not convulse, a mighty lesson they inherit, like, as in, like, don't underestimate me, don't think that you'll be able to get past me because, you know what, you're about to be effed over, you're about to be destroyed, you're about to be taken over by me, by whatever we're about to go into, and I don't know yet. We'll see. I am trapped behind the bars of this silver cage, for the heart of darkness beats in my chest, for I still heed the words of my faceless sage, for when I grew up in my silver nest. So yeah, he's trapped behind the bars of a silver cage, in the heart, and the heart of darkness beats in his chest, man. So, as in, the heart of darkness, I would imagine, would be no feeling, would be no anything. It would be pure vengeance, pure destruction, pure power, pure rage, pure destruction in the purest essence you can think of it, right? Like, generally, darkness is seen as a very bad thing, but it depends how you view it in this sense, because obviously we started off with showing that what's meant to be the good and the light isn't exactly true. So would a heart of darkness in fact be one of good, rather than one of bad? Because most of us are pretending to be things we're not. We're pretending to either be good or be bad, in whichever way you want to go about it, right? And we try to do things that we think are inherently good, but at the same time, it might not always be. But if you claim to be a villain from the beginning, then does that mean that you'll do things that are necessary? Because villains do what is necessary, generally speaking. I know it's not like it's like a foregone conclusion. Like, so like Mr. Freeze in Batman, right? He wants to prevent like global warming, he wants to make things colder, he wants to help the planet. The same with Poison Ivy, and you know, like, they're doing things for the greater good, they're just going about it in a villainous way. And that's exactly how I'm imagining this to go, right? So, for I still heed the words of my faceless sage, for when I grew up in my silver nest, my revenge will raise the storm. Night will cloud my killing swarm. Yeah. As in, his revenge is coming, man, against God, against everything, it's coming soon, man. Thou hast signed thy death sentence. There is no way back, behold, as darkness unleashes, everything is going, man. Frozen tears, raging curses, and the sun will not rise again with invisible forces. The darkness begins to veil your eyes. And yeah. Like, it's all about that pure power, that pure destruction, just pure energy, man. I absolutely love, like, lyrical music about, especially about, like, destroying, like, inherent concepts like God and that type of stuff, man. Going into proper, the mythologies behind it all and that type of stuff. And I'm not the most well read on it all because it's just disgusting. A lot of it, like, it's just hard to read. And yeah, man, so deep, man, so deep in the way it's written. And let's go. I love how different that solo is. It's simple, but it's powerful because it's very simple. It stands out. Oh, now we go. Now we're going to the place. Yeah, he's totally. This is all about his transformation into a werewolf, basically. Ooh, I love those highs, man. Those highs are pretty. Damn, that song is so short. Like, proper short, man, but whatever. But I get it. It doesn't have to be that it doesn't have to be that long because it's not about that. This is just about the pure transformation, right? So when he unleashes his darkness, it means his werewolf side is coming out. Like, he's changing into that beast. I can seem a humble man and attract no glance, yet I bear the gift of eternal void. Even when I'm staying calm in my silent trance, I can see to have all my foes destroyed. Yeah, it's like, he can seem humble and attract nothing about him. He can seem exactly human, in a sense, or at least to attract nothing to warrant any suspicion. And then at the same time, he can destroy everything in his path at the right time, at the right moment. Once his trance ends, once he sees that moon, once he sees that light, he will eventually transform once again. None can flee from my black heart. Night is cold as if my heart, like, yeah, that's why it's a heart of darkness. Doesn't mean literally, it could mean figuratively. None can stand on my dark path to eternal life. None can stop my wish to become transformed. Mortals cannot comprehend the meaning of my strife, and they fell before the next morning warmed. Like, yeah. It's in that moment that he goes on to that point where he goes to that eternal life looking for it, demanding it, wanting it forever. Like, and when he does become transformed, or when he does wish for it, when that does happen, nothing stands in his way, everything gets destroyed in the path of it. Sacrifice to the Silent Queen, I unleash the beast with him. And that's what the Darkness Unleashed is. Like, in a lot of ways, you see it as most werewolf movies, the human doesn't want to transform. Like, the human doesn't want to become the beast. It doesn't want to become the darkness. It doesn't want to accept it. But what happens when that beast accepts it? What happens when he knows what he is? When he's thinking, well, if I'm like this, what's to stop me from becoming godly? What's to stop me from taking over the world, to take over the stars, to take over the universes with this power, this darkness, this everything with him? And that's the vibe about it, right? That's what makes this interesting. It's one of those things, man, like, what happens when you accept yourself for who you are, and you're like, you know what? Screw God, screw everything else, these things don't exist, it doesn't matter what the hell people try to say or whatever else, man, nothing's going to stop me now. I'm going to unleash everything against you. And yeah, interesting. I love it though, it's so deep. For like a 3-minute song, like, I spent like 10 minutes like breaking this down, like craziness, mate. Like, so deep. Like, and we're still only like 3 songs in, man, damn. Craziness, let's keep going, man, I'm excited.